That was interesting. Not exactly sure what happened there. Hey, Charlie, what's happening? Hello, Zach. Welcome to the stream. I know. It's all a work in progress. Everything. I'll get to where I'm looking at you all the time, and I'm not talking with it. To my mic, but your voice goes away because now I'm pointed that way. Yeah, there's changes coming. As you can kind of see, I've got it dimmed down in the back. Hello, Ed B. Metal. Welcome, Frank Turzo. Welcome. Thank you for coming in, hanging out. Oh my goodness. So I got I got a little crazy this week, and uh, I went to my shelf as you saw last week and did all that, and then I ordered in lights. The lights were going to be for behind the TV. Well, they still are for behind the TV. Um, but I got to find a cohort in crime. I looked at the logistics of trying to put the lights on the back of the TV with it on the shelf without a step stool and alone. This is not a good idea. So I am going to get. Hey, Uppy, what's happening? What's happening? So I am going to get a cohort in crime to help me take the TV down off the shelf because it's a 55-inch TV and I'm old and prone to hurting myself. So I'm going to get a friend to help me set the TV on the bed, and then I will clean it up, put it on. It only uses 4 clips. I'm just going to show off the lights right now while we're kind of waiting for people to get here to hang out. So it has a remote, and it's it's kind of dorky, but it's no worse than my plant light. The plant light's a little bit smaller, but it doesn't do as many things. So this right here has, of course, on and off. So as you can see, there's changes to the shelf faces too. I'll bring the lights up here in a minute. You'll all get to see what it looks like and kind of what's going on over there. It's a weird time in our lives, folks. COVID is coming to an end, but there's an epidemic of flu now. I've gotten 3 notifications from the CDC and the Medicare folks that I should go and get my flu shot right now. Do not wait. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just go get the shot. Man, now look, I don't mind getting a flu shot. I've gotten many flu shots. I've got a pneumonia shot. I've had many shots. But don't fearmonger me into getting a shot. I'm not a 5-year-old. I understand the risks. I know it's a rant, and it happens. But I'm not opposed to getting vaccinated if that's your choice. But don't send me emails that make it sound like I'm going to die tomorrow if I don't get a jab today. Yeah, I'm not going to live my life in that kind of fear. So, anyway, as you can see, my favorite color is still pink. But these will do other stuff. There are about, I don't know, probably 10 modes. I'm going to quickly go through them, and I'm leaning back like this because of so you can see, well, I guess you could see that down there too, but this up here. Anyway, I'm going to go through the modes here real quick. And once these are on the back of the TV, what they're doing up here now is not only for demo purposes, but it's also so that they can relax and become flatterer. They came on a little reel, like an old reel-to-reel tape like the small ones, not the big boy ones like my grandpa had, but the little small reel-to-reels. Yeah, that's those lights came on a little tiny roll about that big. For context, here's the remote in my other hand. If I can get the angle right, there we go. So, hello Preston and welcome. Hello Jack, welcome. So anyway, it's got pre-programmed colors that you can put in here. This one shows green, but honestly, it looks very yellow to me. It's kind of red on one side. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but in person, it's literally red on one side of the LED and yellowish on the other side. I think it's supposed to be green, but they put the wrong colors together. So it kind of gets this yellow-orange weirdness. But anyway, and there's other colors. That's supposed to be yellow. Yes, that is supposed to be yellow. Here's orange, folks. Orange is pretty good, actually. That is a very lame mauve color. This green is fairly good. This was $13, by the way, the whole thing. And if I want to customize it more, there is an app that I can download. I'm not sure if it works over Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, but it doesn't really make any difference. And they have the music flash feature thing, which I'll never use because I always have my headphones on in here. Rarely would I ever be playing during a live and playing through my monitors. Anyway, so here's some of the modes. These are pretty cool. Kind of a fast breathing switches, between the, I'm going to say red and blue. And, just like the popo's coming to get me. Sex lights are flashing. Somebody's getting fucked tonight. That's what happens when them lights come on like that. Did I say that in my outside voice? I don't know about this. Anyway, here's the, kind of changes the color. Same pattern. Now we got a different pattern. And we're going between these, what, 3 colors? Yeah, no, it rotates between 3 colors. That's kind of cool. And then you get this. And realize this is supposed to be shining towards the wall and encapsulated kind of between the TV and the wall. But anyway, for $13, I'm satisfied. It's got self-stick, it's got guides, it's got all the things it needs to have. I think this is pretty bitchin'. I may not stick them on the TV, though, even with that help. I may order another set. Because this is, I was just not thinking outside the box at the time. This is, let me get this back to normal. There we go. There's a whole bunch of modes. I'm not going to go through them all. But anyway, let's bring up the house lights. Stage lights are kind of over it. Although, it's fun and it's cool. So these lights, well, if my phone will cooperate with me. Hello. There it is. But I don't want that. Let's make it this other color, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's what we wanted. And then I think we're all right. I don't think we need any more than that. So let me turn these off because they don't really need to be on. I'm not really adding much ambience. They're relatively bright. There is a dimness, brightness feature to them as well. It's kind of unique. If you watch the lights down here, see how it's doing. This is the brightness control. So it tells me that's as bright as you get, Bubba. So then I'm saying, well, it's hurting my eyes. The pink is just too much. Can we? Oh, nope. That's as weak as we can make the pink. I like the flash thing. That's cool to let me know I've reached the bottom. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, for 13 bucks from the Jungle Store, I don't care if they break next week. But what I'm thinking about doing to finish the story I didn't finish is getting the set for, this is for 40, 45 to 55. And the next size up is 60 to 85. So I'm thinking about getting that set and putting it on, because then it could go all the way around the TV and be a deal here, and I could use these that are hanging out right here, literally. I could use these for the backside of the shelving. Self-stick should go onto there. And perfect time to do that is when the TV is off of there. As you can see, we still have the screensaver running in the back, but there's a change in front of it. Dug out, and by dug out I mean I walked over to that corner and picked up my keyboard stand, and now I have keyboard. It is a little bit persnickety. Had to play around with it. It had some lag. This is different. I had never heard this one. I bought it, but it was already pre-programmed for some stuff in Reaper, so it wasn't playing notes. It was making functions happen in my Reaper. So I had to, the move came up and blah, blah, blah. You know, now it's all, I've been here, what, 6, 7 months? I don't know, a while, a minute. And I decided I have a keyboard stand that's been standing in the corner since I moved in, and I made a keyboard, and I got some cabling because I had to make an adapter the first time, but then I got the right cable that goes all the way to the computer there. So now I have the keyboard there, but what is that keyboard sitting on? Ooh, that is a piece of wood. And if we go over here, see if this works for us. Oh, look at that. It's an overhead cam. Wow, that's really cool. I hope you guys are enjoying my overacting here, because I'm really putting the effort out. See, I even made the sign say, so. Human making an effort. That's what we all should do. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on here. I'm gonna slide back over here, and so there it is. I have that set up. I got my pink sash up here. The guitars are hung up. You might notice there's a hole right here. There's no guitar, but there's definitely a guitar hanger. Kind of a fancy looking mask back in there, and maybe some scented essential oils in this pouch. Could possibly be that thing. Well, Pro Sound, hello and welcome. Oh my goodness. Who else here? Anyway, let's do a roll call, because like I've been absent, just, talking about my own stuff, because hey, it's all about me. We know that. Let me change this to live chat, because that's what I want to look at. Well, no, Epi, I'll get to that. Hey, Robbie, what's happening, Mr. Stengel? Welcome. Good to see you here. What was I doing? I was just changing my mind about something, and I might have forgot. I was talking about the pink sash and the changes in the, and then I was gonna go over here and do something else, but I don't remember what that was. Thank you very much. Roll call. There we go. So, speak up in chat if you're hanging out, if you're lurking, throw something out there, and then I'll be able to see you. Just do an official hello now that we've been in here listening to me talk for, I don't know, 8 or 9 minutes straight. We have David L., Epiphonium, Feisty Feather, welcome Heather, Jack Flash, Jam Proud Sound is in here. Jam Prow? Wow, what? Because words are hard when you're old. Jam Pro Sound, there, that was much better. We do it nice because we do it twice. Preston Smith Music, Robbie Stingle, Falcro. I would be surprised if Zach. Oh, look, there's Zach Thong right there because I know he's been here since the beginning of the stream. Actually showed up in Jade's stream before Zach Thong, and I thought maybe I'd gotten into some kind of a time warp thing or something because Zach's always the first one. Always. Zach Thong is the first visitor. So welcome everybody. I don't see any more names popping up, so we're going to go back out here to go to the live chats. Oh, he's watched me turn into a unicorn. Wait a minute, I gotta be behind in the chat somewhere. We're talking about somebody turning into a unicorn. I gotta. Wow, man, you guys are talkative as fuck tonight. Did I say that out loud? I'm not sure. I finally got me something. I got a new thing. It's a cool thing. Well, at least I think it's a cool thing. I'm all about recycling, and I have rechargeable batteries. I use a lot of rechargeable stuff. And I got this. And it's for 2, but I only have one Xbox controller with dreams of grandeur of buying another one. So I got the little battery pack thing in here, and it just fits. They have a different thing. Some of you are gamers, you know this. Anyway, super cool. It just sits in there like that. Put it in either one, and you can see it'll stop flashing. It was already charged, but I took it off, put it back on. But here in about 5 minutes, it'll quit flashing again. Anyway, it's low profile. It's easy to have right on top of what's exposed of the Xbox up there. So works out. That I also found on the Jungle Store. That was $20 with 2 batteries and 2 different backs, because apparently there's 2 different Xbox controller designs for Xbox S, Xbox X, and Xbox One. One has a deeper I'm going to say battery compartment, but it's really the door. The compartment isn't any deeper. It's just where the door attaches across the top and then slides into the latch on the bottom. It's deeper. So they have one that's like 3/4 of an inch and one that's like an inch and maybe an eighth or something. And so that was $20, and I don't have to keep recharging these all the time. Really got these rechargeables for my, now MetaQuest, but anyway, my original Quest, and which I haven't done any of the updates or any of that crazy stuff. Oh, so there's got that. I'm gonna break on through to the other side. Is that what we're doing here? I'm super weird about rechargeable batteries. I even considered getting these LED strips. There are a few companies that make battery controlled ones, so you can put rechargeable batteries in it and you don't have to have a USB plug-in. But they're about the same money, and since I'm planning on using my computer to power the lights, the way they're going to be wired, they're meant to go into the TV. So when you power on the TV, well, for most, when you power on the TV, it'll power on your lights. On some TVs, the lights will stay on even when. It depends on how they configured the USB port. But I'm not connecting them to the TV. I'm just gonna go. I just went right to my computer on my little doohickey. So anyway, I got the camera all set up. I got the pink sash up there. I thought I was going to have those lights up behind the TV, but it's just unsafe. I'll break myself or something trying to do it, and I won't be able to do as good a job. These don't really fold. They kind of bend when you get to the corners. And then I had the other idea of buying the longer thing. Oh, I agree. Batteries are, they're terrible, but they're necessary in this day and age. I try and use battery banks for most of my rechargeable battery needs. Like I literally have 4 battery banks on the shelf. I have a 28,000 milliamp hour battery pack. I have a 30,000 milliamp hour battery pack, a 10,000 milliamp hour battery pack, and another. It's either 25 or 30K. Hello, Janice. Welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. David L. So you popping in there. But yeah, it's definitely cool. Well, I'm glad to see you. So the other thing that I have has to do with my guitar. And Epi mentioned, oh, you need another guitar. No. What I need, folks, is I need to put the guitar on me. I don't know how good this is going to be, how bad it's going to be. Oh yeah, I agree. I think everybody needs more guitars. Is my vocal coming across okay? I can add a little preamp or put a little gain on the mic if I need to. I know I'm a little further away. And the SM58, SM57s, they're really, you're supposed to eat them. So look at that. This has active pickups. Yeah, I actually read that knock as now. I am fluent in Taiwanese because it is my native language. Let me see. That's cool. So now, so you see, this has not been front and center for a minute. This is my Ibanez RS2, whatever the fuck the number is. Wow, it sounds like a guitar again. So I think I'm gonna get some upgrades for this guitar. Janice, I just never knew when to shut up. So yeah, my mom used to tell me to shut up, but it didn't work very well. No. Hang on, let me do some. I'm trying to get this in the shot better, which is why I moved back away. There we are. Ooh, look, you can see my jammies too. Hey, Tim Thomas, welcome. So you might notice that on my main screen now, it doesn't say the Falcro anything here anymore. That's thanks to Windows, and I've tried for 2 days. I don't know how to fix it. Windows Update happened, and now what used to be my main camera in OBS is I had to actually rename it to my overhead camera, and then change the overhead camera to main, because for some reason they swapped, and I went in and tried properties, and when I tried to make them go the other way, then it would tell me that it did not have access to the cameras. So I just changed the names in my scenes of the cameras. That stopped flashing now. So I did some sound changes. I've been tweaking some stuff. How's the guitar sound? It sounds great to me in my earphones, headphones. These black cuppy things that are on either side of my head. Nice, Effie. Nice. That was good. I like that one. I like that one. All right. That was hilarious. Oh, let me see here. Can we do the thing here with the thing and the other thing? Now, why did that go away? You were doing so well the other day. Yeah, this has been out of commission for a minute because the personage that put this together from the bits and pieces of stuff, it's not happy. It came desoldered when I was trying to tighten up the output jack. So, and then I couldn't find my solder, and I used that as an excuse to not do something for a while. And then I used, hey Ed, ooh, I just gotta fix something here. Hang on. I get it. There we go. All right, caught him. There. All right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So I didn't get on top of soldering it right away. So then the other day, because last week I promised Marshall that I would stop being lazy and get it done. Got out my soldering iron, and that brings me back around to this that's underneath of there. That's a piece of wood. So because this is so narrow and this keyboard stand is so wide, I can have both. And then I have a workstation to work on my guitars right here. And I left, see right there, yeah, right? Now, come on, there it is my DIY homemade neck support and my professional amateur luthier kit from the Jungle Store. So yeah, this for me, like Doug is the EVH, homemade EVH Frankenstrat. Anyway, I got that and this guitar at the same time. Now the Frankenstrat copy didn't work. They both have the same EMG 8185. I think it's 8185. I'm not going to take them out right now. Pickups in them, but this one says, those say EMG on the pickups on the EVH. These, let me turn that down before I do something I don't want to do. I'm going to take off my glasses to read close up. These have, wow. Yeah, I know I'm not going to be able to hold this up to the camera and get it to focus. It says on the EMG pickup, designed by EMG, and then Ibanez right here. So this guitar was made between 2005 and 2007, and I know that because of the pickups that are in it. You can tell because of how it is. And it's basically stock. They were doing some kind of a test thing with these, and it's unclear in my research whether these are built to a specification made up by Ibanez, or if they're just EMG 8185 active pickups, and there's no difference between the pickups in this guitar and the pickups in Doug. But the two guitars certainly sound different. That could be because they have different brands of strings on them. They both have the same size strings, but these are Bedudio NYXLs, and those are super slinky I think super slinkies. I'd have to look at the package again now. Anyway, but they are the same string gauge. So anyway, I kept my promise, got it fixed, but I discovered a few things. I discovered that this output jack is pretty haggard. The wires were cut too short, or they broke off too many times. I managed to get it reattached in a satisfactory manner, but it's not right, because I was working with a 30-watt soldering iron. I had two soldering irons at one point. I had an 80-watt. It's just a general purpose, just to burn stuff up. It was easy to use. I didn't do a lot of small work. And then I had a 30-watt that I could use. Cool, I'll get on that, Zach. And if I forget, remind me. I got this all set up to go. But anyway, it sounds pretty good. And I am going to replace this jack. I've already ordered, well, not ordered, it's on my wish list. I've already found the incredibly cheap soldering iron that I'm going to buy. Got a legit stand, and it is technically going to have a potentiometer on it and allow me to change the temperature. It's supposed to go from 400 to 895. So I'm hopeful that this works out. I am going to change the strings out. I'm going to polish the frets. I change out this jack, and everything works. I don't see any reason to change anything in here. Yes, yeah. This has a. It even comes with a tin of tinning fluid for tinning it. It comes with a little scratcher, steel wool, brass looking steel wool pad for cleaning it, and the whole 9 yards. So, hey Charlie, what's happening? I'm glad to see you, sir. Been holding off, waiting, talking about my Ibanez and plans. Anyway, so I'm seriously thinking about putting that flush mount Floyd Rose on this guitar. That's not a decision I'll make lightly. It would make more sense to put it on Doug, but Doug has a carved top, so I would have to do some custom stuff that I don't think I want to get into to make that flat flush mount Floyd fit. So this Ibby is flat, and I think I gotta get the dimensions, but I think that Floyd will fit right here, and the string throughs are here. So I'm gonna have to add a tailpiece to put the Floyd on, because I don't see any other way to do. I mean, it might be long enough. I don't know. So that's a big maybe. Not saying I'm gonna do that, but I'm definitely gonna put an upgraded or better jack in here when I get the new soldering iron. But this thing is you just soak yours in water. Yep. Back in my ham radio days, excuse me. Back in my ham radio days, we used to tell people are having trouble with their rigs, let's do a saltwater test. You throw it in a bucket or a bin of salt water overnight, let it soak, pull it out the next day, let it dry out, and then, well, that was a relative term. Upgraded meaning new, that's not all. If you saw it, I'll show it when I change it. It's bad. So there's no upgrade to the jack. It's just going to be new. And the fact that it's new will make it upgraded. Get your screenshots now, folks. Anyway. Oh, Jack 2.0. Jack Flash. Yeah, I know. I was just being sarcastic. I was just picking up what you were stepping in and smelling it. That's all. That's all I was doing, Jack. Was just doing that because I got you, man. I got you. I'm happy to have this guitar back working again. It was a bummer that the wire broke when I was trying to tighten up the jack, but as short as the wires were, it's a wonder it didn't. I'm not happy with the solders in here. I don't know if you've ever tried to solder with a 30-watt soldering iron on something that has quite a bit of metal, and you have to hold it with other pieces that are metal. So your other pieces of metal make a great heat sink, and it takes forever to get up to temp. Hey, Axiom, welcome. And yeah, I would say it's a pretty good guitar. The best thing about this guitar is it was free. This guitar was free, and Doug was free. And I thought I was going to spend money on it for Marshall to make it work, but he said something about money being no good I can't remember. We fought. We fought, and it was ugly. And Marshall did prevail, younger and stronger and all, and possibly better looking, but I do have a nice beard. So Yes. Oh, yeah, that's funny, Marshall. That's hilarious. That's why I saw you running ads on the late night TV, because you are trying to drum up new business because your word of mouth advertising sucks. Nope. Can't even consider what he does here on YouTube, on the YouTubes, to be promoting his business and advertising, because although he is, it's not done in that manner. He's showing what he does and all that, and most of the people, I'm lucky, but most of the people, with shipping costs the way they are, yeah, let's be real, they're not going to want to put out that dude. It's just not going to happen. I mean, if you needed it, you're a professional, and then you would do that. All right, so I talked about that. I talked about my new toy, and we talked about the changes to the setup back here, and I showed off to Ibanez a little bit. Why don't we go and I'll get Charlie's video up first, and then I will go back and find the link that Zach provided and get that set up, and then I'll come and probably say words, because me, and then we'll see what happens. So give me just a minute. No snippet today? Charlie. Oh, did you see my shoulders sag? Did you? All right, Janice. Did you see that? It was like, that was my disappointment. I was so excited, and then you said no snippet. But anyway, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do this thing. Hold up. I kid you not. I really am seriously considering long term another microphone on the desk over here that I can switch to, and another camera that I can switch to when I'm over here. I spoil myself. I have this thing. I like gadgets. I suck at using them, but I like them. All right, so now we're going to go find the no snippet Charlie Gabaldon. Videos. No crying? Uh-oh. Oh, man, really? Wow, holy mackerel. Okay, yeah, no crying is appropriate thing here. Let's turn on to Vizio. I'm probably going to have to change these all around. Yeah, it's kind of what I was afraid of. See, this all happened after a Windows update. So I don't make this stuff up, folks. All these windows are changed around and moved, and cameras are different, etc. Yeah. Anyway, let's turn off the chat while Charlie's playing, and then we're going to mute me and make Charlie go with no snippet today.
It's a beautiful day, she's been crying all night. There's tears in her blues and bloodshot in her mind. Spencer's been bending, his hair bound to break. My baby had all she can take. Mister, I'll take your roses. You cut all of the thorn, she can't take no more. By violence and days, the height of the craze is gonna take all you've got. Well, it's a bad day for love, good day for flower shops. Well, I took some pills and she took the dog. What's so gonna help? She's gone to her mom. I took up drinking. She took the time to tell me I took this years of her life. So buddy, you'll take your roses. You cut off the thorn, she can't take no more. By violence and days, the height of the craze is gonna take all you got. It's a tough day for love, a good day for flower child. Roses are red, violets are blue, don't need one in a million to get you. So mister, I'll take your roses. If you cut off the thorn, she can't take no more. I'll buy her violets and daisies and get back my baby. It's gonna take all you've got. It's a bad day for love, but a good day for flower shops. If you guys like that, give it the thumbs up. Till next time, see you in the funny papers.
That was awesome. Not a fan of the no snippet part, but I think I've made that abundantly clear now. And, all right. Now, so many things. Oh yeah, I've been watching a new thing on Discovery Plus. I found a new documentary released. It's called. Let me back up here so I can look at the title again. Forbidden History. Pretty cool show so far. First one was about Nazi Germany, and that was a bit dry. A lot that I'd already heard on many other programs, but it was well done and presented slightly different. Yeah, Google updated, the Google browser updated day before yesterday too, but the Windows update, as always, is the one that screwed me. As soon as I did the update, I started having problems with OBS being able to detect the cameras and getting Logicam to open first so that it could pick up both, but then only one camera would be caught and the other one would say that it couldn't be found because OBS 64 had it, and that's how you're actually seeing it right now. This is being captured in OBS in and by itself. If I were to change this over to the Logicam 2, it would be a blank screen showing anything, but OBS can pick up the second one and use it. It's crazy stupid. I don't know why this stuff has to be the way it is. I don't know why I can't just hook the stuff up like I've done and make my routing the way it is and have it, no matter what my operating system does, have that never change. The way I have my sound set, I would really like that to stay the way I have my sound set. Because, as I discussed earlier, I love tech. I'm not very good at manipulating it. It it takes me longer to learn things, is what I'm saying. So, yeah, I am currently abstaining from updating OBS because when I updated OBS, the first version 28, oh man, it screwed my setup and I couldn't fix it. Marshall helped me straighten it out, and I figured out how to make it go back. Hi, Vivian. Vivian, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome. Pretty. Indeed. Indeed. Woof, dog paw. Welcome, Doc. Oh, and Epi, and Vivian, and anybody else that I haven't mentioned. I know Preston's in here. All kinds of stuff happening. Oh. Oh yeah, Robbie's out there, that's for sure. Robbie is out there. Oh. Boomers made software. Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z management makes updates it cluelessly to justify their existence. Oh, very nice. Very nice. And I resent technically being a boomer because I am 100% fitting the mold of Gen X, but for some reason the boomer generation goes until 1964, and that's the year I was born. I don't know why that irritates me so much, but it does, because I don't fit the definition of a boomer at all. That's a good question, David. This is, of course, fixed, so no whammy on this. Thinking about that's why I'm thinking about doing the Floyd Rose flat one, the EX or HX or whatever the F. Thanks, Gary. Thanks. Yeah, you're. I'm gonna give you a double wrench. I'm working on it with YouTube right now, and it's just for you, man. Gary's getting a double wrench. So anyway, that's what I've been doing when I can't sleep, is watching a new series. Because for some reason, sleeping is eluding me, and not. I mean, I've been running most of my adult life on 4 or 5 hours of sleep every night, or every day, however that would work out in some. But it didn't matter when that 4 hours came. Now it matters. Um, I definitely find myself taking naps and doing old man things. And yeah, I don't like being old, and old is not for the weak. Let me just say that old is not for the weak. Is Johnny Bean in here? Really? I didn't see Johnny step in. Well, hello, Johnny. Welcome. Hang on. I broke my amplifier today. Did not mean to break my amplifier, but I did. I have not investigated the brake on the amplifier because I know it's going to involve a surface mounted component. How do I know it's going to involve a surface mounted component? Because I broke off said surface mounted component. What could you possibly have broken off on the board that was a surface mounted component? What is it? It's the USB. Yep. I absent-mindedly playing. I was playing and I was jamming, and I thought, man, I just need to relax. I just need to just kind of stretch my bones a little bit and relax. So I did. I stretched my leg out and I set it on top of the amplifier. And the heel of my foot landed on top of the USB plug, pinching the cord and driving it down into the bowels. Yes, I said the bowels of the amplifier. So that's a project coming up in the future. When I take the Mustang 25 apart and see if I can figure out how to resolder that back on there. I've never done it before, but we're going to power through this, folks. It's going to be okay. Well, I was never going to sell it anyway. I don't need another amplifier for anything, and it was. And here's the weird thing. Okay, so I was just bitching about my sound in that rant, 5 minutes ago or however long, many time it happened before now. That was not fun, and I'm not very good at soldering surface mount things, but I think I'm going to have to try. Yeah. Yep. When faced with challenges such as this, what do we have to do, folks? We have to be a human making an effort. See? Human making an effort. It should say that on this screen right here, just saying, but I can't make this mug be on the same screen that the programs want to put the words on. So, but hey, I'm still getting to do my live. We're still getting to hang out. This is, it's been fun. And no, I'm not leaving already. Oh, I can solder. I just can't solder well with a 30-watt soldering iron. I think I would have enjoyed the 50s. I love 50s music and the whole vibe that came from the doo-wop and all that. And wearing that leather jacket and being a biker was a little bit different than it was later on. But it'd be fun there. Right? So yeah, that's exactly what I did. So and then weird things started happening. So I put the jack back together in here, and everybody was happy, except that I dropped one of these canuties, the one that was on the inside to adjust the depth. Except with that in there, it only made it able to be, right, Charlie? It only made it able to barely grab the top nut. You put the washer on, then you put that top nut on the outside of the output jack, and that maybe grabbed, a half or 3/4 of a thread. You had to fiddle and fiddle and fiddle and fiddle to get it to grab and screw on easily. So I just put the lock washer on the inside of the plate and let the jack stick up a little bit out of the top and use the nut from the inside to put on the outside. And then I found the nut that I dropped. So I did the right thing and I just put it over the top of the other nut on the outside. So yeah, it's secured. These are two different screws, although the shank is the same size. The heads are different. The wires were cut too short, so I'm going to lengthen them. This jack has been well abused. You can actually see, and this is the biggest reason I'm changing the output jack, on the center connector where it folds down so that when you put the jack in, it catches that and falls into that slot nice and secure. That's not very secure. It goes in. It doesn't go in. You know what I mean? And all of my other guitars, including Templeton, the acoustic with the cheapo electric internals, yeah, even that one. When I put that chord jack in it, yeah, it goes clunk. Yeah, you definitely don't have to ask that question with any of my other guitars, but you do now with this one. And I'm going to take that time to restring it, put super slinkies on it, so it's the same as the others, because I find I really like the super slinkies. I can feel the difference. Oh, and I am actively using finger ease. Dun, dun, dun. Whoops. God, I should never advertise shit. Anyway, I like it. I like it. I really, really do. The solder that I bought worked really, really good. But I ordered it wrong. I wanted leaded solder because and it would have made my life a little bit easier because it does melt at a little bit lower temperature. But I put, in classic me fashion, I put the lead solder, rosin core, blah, 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 up on my screen and sent it to the save and compare. And then I went to the save and compare, looked at that one, made, yeah, that's the one, yeah, I want the stuff with the lead, and then clicked on the other one and didn't pay any attention the rest of the checkout. Can't make this up, folks. Cannot make this stuff up. That's what happened. So Zach mentioned that maybe some of us would be in a Christmas spirit, and I happen to love Christmas music, and I can think of nothing better right now than to play a little bit of oh yeah, way too lead. I don't give a shit about lead. I did use lead pipes. I did that. That damage was done long time ago. So anyway, we're gonna play the little Christmas deal, classical guitar Christmas. If I can make this work, I do that and do that. Alright, then we got to turn on the VZO. Make me not be here. This is Adam Russo. I don't know if we're going to listen to all of this at once. We may revisit this a couple of times because it looks like there's a number of Christmas carols on here, so might play one or two because I could use a snack and a potty stop. So I might let it play through two and then we'll come back and I'm going to play for a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Found a backing track, and we're going to throw that in there and see what happens. So without further ado, I'm going to mute me, start this video, and see if we can get into Christmas spirit. That was not supposed to unpause. I'm not exactly sure what I just did there. But anyway. Turn off the Visio screen. There it is. And then, I want my chat. Where's my chat? Sure, Vivian. There is a number of songs in here. I think that was the third song that he played. But yeah, I'm happy to put that link in there for you, Vivian. I used to be able to sing both songs. I knew all the verses to both, but that was many moons ago. Copy. Beast. There you go, Vivian. Like I said, I think that was in the third one. Oh yeah, I think Vivian would really do a lovely job on that song. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're very welcome. He plays some different notes than I do, but I play that in nearly the same manner. He might be doing that and I'm making this up because we all know I don't know theory at this point, but he might be doing that in a minor and I might be doing it in a major, same key, because they're very similar. And also, I self-taught that song. A friend of mine showed me that he'd figured out those first. He did the, let's see, was it? Anyway, he did the first part of that, and I just figured it out from there in my ear. 'Cause I was playing it on the piano at the time, not the guitar. I'm much better on a keyboard figuring out things there. But your favorite pitch is a slow curve. Yeah, thanks, Doc. He's probably on the hyper frequencies. You know, it's just one of those things. And the fact that he's a better guitar player than me, there's that too. I can't. That percussive stroke is a particular style. I'm not warmed up at all. Yeah. I took the connipticator out. Flux capacitor, indeed. Everybody knows you can only use flux capacitors for time travel. Perfect guitar has to come from a proper tone beard and stealing the sound that somebody else made. I mean, practicing really hard and learning. So that was super fun. Oh, that will be cool. Excellent. Definitely send him a track of you singing said music, because that will probably make him much more receptive to, oh my God, yes, please sing to my music. So, yeah, because you have such a lovely voice, Vivian. Yep. I used to know both versions of the German, O Tannenbaum, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know it anymore. A Christmas tree. I used to sing that. I sang a lot with choirs when I was a kid, but I never sang alone. Unless I was alone. I didn't actually sing publicly until I was 38. That's why I was alone. Right? Oh. So anyway, I'm going to do a thing. Very cool. Well, thank you very much, Vivian. My voice is way out of practice, as I am discovering in this collab. I have to exercise the muscles. I don't go out to karaoke anymore, and because this place is small, I don't sing a lot here. In the middle of the day, it's not a big deal if she happens to be on a day shift or away, but I can't sing quietly. And just my talking voice irritates and wakes up the dead. So, there's that. Fun stuff. So anyway, we're gonna listen to a thing here for a minute, if I can find it. Where did it go? I don't know where it goes. How did I lose it? How does this happen? Yeah, I don't understand how that works. Well, I'm not sure what I did here, but I'm going to fix it. There's what I did. All right. Oh, just dropped a pic. Imagine that. Weird. There's another one. I can do that 1, 2, 3, 4 more times. I've done it 4 times today. So. Too many buttons. I can't, it's scaring me. I can't push up many buttons. It's overwhelming. So there's that weird shit. Anyway, so uh, it needs a little love. You could hear some of those. Whoops. Let me turn that down. You could hear some of those notes when I get in the upper register that just didn't want to ring very well, and I think I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try just polishing the frets first and see if that makes a difference, and then uh, if I'm not happy with the improvement, uh, if there's enough improvement, but it still doesn't feel right, then I'm probably going to try my hand at leveling frets. Get a fret leveler and do all that. I already know this neck is straight. I did that part a while back when I restrung it. It was my first truss rod adjustment. Um, so I really love the patina on this guitar. As you can see, when this was new, it was pure white, like driven snow white. Matter of fact, if you look there, light's kind of bright for showing it. But anyway, pick guard's missing. Not a big deal. Or pick guard. Because words. Anyway, it's got this really cool yellow to the finish. I absolutely love. And it's got nicks and yeah, the nut hole cover. There you go. Perfect. Truss rod. Thank you. Anyway. So yeah, overall, I'm happy with it coming back, but I'm pickier now than I used to be. Oh, it's got to be orange cake. I mean, it just banana bread. See, that's too heavy. Got to go for the orange cake. And besides, it'll have that nice citrus. Help cleanse the palate. Before maybe you eat supper later on around 7 or so. With friends. Yeah, Gary, you can't have both. She ruined her dinner. She's probably going to have dinner with friends. So let's be mindful that other people have agendas that are different from ours, Gary. And if Vivian wants to go eat only one, then she can. Don't make me put you in timeout, Gary. That's 2. Beautiful, Gary. Beautiful. I love that. Have both, call it dinner, and invite friends. Problem solved. You're such a good thinker, Gary. Oh, it's super duper. I'm telling you. So much stuff going on. So I think it needs a little bit of love. Clean the fretboard's not really that dirty, but I'm going to go ahead and scrape it, clean it, polish the frets, do all that. Put the super slinkies on there and see if I like it better. I do have, although it's going to require me to do some more adjustment, I do have some super bendy strings. They're the lightest ones I could find. Hang on a second. These extra slinky 8 to 38. I bought these specifically for putting on this Ibanez because the neck is so flat. I don't think it's gonna matter. So I'm probably gonna put these on just cause, and then see. But I gotta get fret polish. I gotta wait for the. I won't be able to afford the new soldering iron until next month. It's just on the wish list for now. It's only $21, so I don't expect much, but it's going to be better than that 30-watt piece of crap that I used to solder up this output jack. So, yeah. Did you like them, Epi? They're a bendy, yeah. That's kind of what I figured. I read some pretty good reviews about them being fun. I love to bend. And, just thinking it's going to be fun. And like I said, long term, what is the name of that goddamn thing? Hang on, I gotta go find out. There it is. At Floyd Rose FRTX. I like the black one because I like the black hardware. I'm just turn on Vizio screen real quick. We'll look at Sweetwater's pictures because we can. So anyway, got there it is. This is flat, and it's got a stop that goes together like Floyd Rose. I just don't know if the distances are going to work out. Probably are for where it's going to have to sit. It's a big commitment. Big as in huge money. I think this is 300, and the black one is of course more expensive. $319. And that's $172 off. That's actually a pretty good price compared to what they had them before there. But I like playing with the whammy. And the roses are so stable that I think you can play them like a hardtail. But I like that this is something that could be put on any guitar. No routing. I don't have to route the body out. I don't, that appeals to me a lot because I don't really want to alter. This is a good guitar, and I really don't want to alter it. But I want to have some fun with it. So, use threes on your acoustic. Yep. I always like using the double aughts. Oh, I should turn off the Vizio screen. Huh. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, with the lights up, you can kind of see how it goes back there, and I like how it gives the pink hue to everything. That's why I'm thinking I want to go all the way around the TV with a longer set of lights, and do all four sides, including the bottom, which the one that I have will do up one side, across the top, and back down the other side. So I don't know. We'll see. They're cheap. And thus far, I am happy with the way they work. I got a couple of USB splitters. I can just put a splitter on the end of the cord, and I can run two of those off the thing. Long term, I'm looking at buying a powered USB hub. Anker makes one I think it has 7 active ports and 2 dedicated ports that are for like only for charge. They can't carry data. If you hook this thing up to both its power supply and to the USB through, you can use it as powered for anything, even Thunderbolt 4 stuff, like up to 100 watts. It's crazy. So, but that's $60 I don't have, so saving for that car this summer. So I just put a lot of stuff on my wish lists. Hold on, I'm going to force myself to eat yet one more pistachio, even though I'm choking on the last one that I ate, because I'm a genius like that. So now I saw, what's this? What's this? Preston put a link in here for a Duesenberg. Wow. Check this out, guys. Turn the Vizio screen back on. Look at that bad boy. The Duesenberg. Wow. I love the name. Oh, look, they're going to give me cookies. Okay. Why does he even ask me? It's pretty. Does it come in black? Oh. Steampunk trim. Ah, yeah. I saw a, hang on just a minute. I saw one that was small like that, but it was not a trem. I think I saw it on Daryl Braun guitar. It's a B-bender, and it's pretty cool. I like watching him because he does all the gadgety stuff. And that's where I actually saw the Floyd Rose. I didn't even know that flat, I didn't even know that flat, no routing required. I mean, yeah, you got to put a few holes in there, but the finish is not perfect. This is never going to be a museum piece. And we all know how Richard feels about guitars being museum pieces anyway. Guitars are not meant to be in a museum. Guitars are meant to be... Now, I'm not talking about ones that are so old that they're glued together and, from splinters, and somebody spent 500 hours making it look like a guitar again. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about something that's viable, could be repaired. That guitar should be played, period. I put my sign up. There. Guitars should be played. Changed my mind. So, they come drilled. I'm not afraid to drill them. So, especially when they're free. I don't have I bought a set of strings for that Ibanez. That's an $8 guitar. I strung it. Well, I checked the neck because I had just gotten my straight edge. I had just gotten my straight edge, and so I thought, oh, cool, I can look at that, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's the kind of thing, get a guitar and make it yours. Play it your way. If that means not modifying it, okay. If that means putting a trem on a guitar that was never designed to have a trem, or a D-bender, or whatever, it's... kind of for me, it's part and parcel to having fun with the guitar as well because I'm into the whole modifying, and now I'm learning the basic setup stuff, and Marshall's forcing me to do things. Which reminds me, the final, which is almost for sure at this point, the final upgrade that I want to do on that Ibanez is uh, I want to put a set of the locking tuners with the roto feature where they clip. Not for any other reason other than I want locking tuners, and I think it's cool as shit when they trim their. I just I think it's cool, and so it's definitely going to get those. I was looking at them, but once again, it's money. Um, Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's. I love locking tuners. I have them on Ruby. I bought that super cheapo set for that Yamaha that I gave to Marshall to hook up to somebody that was having a little trouble affording a decent guitar. Because that was another one that I got for free. So yeah, it's. I'm not. I own the Doug. I mean, think about that one. Somebody stripped that thing down. It was a white or a black or a red, or I think they had a green and a blue as well, in the spad line. And there's no way to know which part of the spad line this came from because everything's gone. They all had jumbo stainless frets. They all had the 24 frets, all had that, but a few of them had slightly different pickup setups and some other little wingy ding things. Um, Whatever they call that, where you make the double coil into a single coil so that it makes noise and guitar sounds both, that kind of thing. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm going to mention it again, I mean, because I'm here and I'm doing that, and I spend some money to do this. That's mostly for me, and I don't care if I get any money back, but I've been asked more than once, can we give you a little bump, a little thing. So in my description, if we look down here, I have put in here links to some things, and there's going to be more. I'm going to add stuff. Now, my PayPal link doesn't work right, but it's you can search me and find it. But anyway, let me turn on the Visio as it's that time. So anyway, in the description for this very live that you are watching right now, I have put a link to my Amazon wish list if you so choose to want to get me anything off that list. Knock yourself out. I'm fine with that. There's cheap stuff, there's expensive stuff, there's stuff that's not guitar stuff. It's all there. Anyway, then my Twitter link is there, my Instagram link, and this is supposed to be my PayPal link, but for some reason, I don't know, I'm going to copy and try going there now, just because I'm not sure. Oh, look at that. That video is over. Let's use this one. Paste and go. If you make it, it comes up, and then you can give me the PayPal thing. So, there's that. Oh, look, there's the track we were listening to. And there's the Floyd Rose. We're closing windows if you're wondering what we're doing. I'm going to leave that open so we may go back and listen to a couple more of those Christmas songs. All right, turn off the Visio, let you see the pretty picture again. Me. So, yeah, I don't subscribe to smashing guitars ever, but play them. definitely play them. Now, if it's 100 years old and it's sat in a barn and it's barely able to be held together, that's not a repairable. That can be a museum history piece and have stories and things attached to it. That's all. Yeah, that's all a doable thing. But if it's a viable guitar, it drives me crazy. Somebody says, I watch a guy, his name's Matthew Scott. Great player. Great player. Um, he likes to find classic guitars like old Fenders and desirable Gibsons and stuff from back in the day and amplifiers. And he uses this in his. He's a musician, he has a band, and he plays live gigs, blah, blah, blah. But he just likes fixing them. And I've probably talked about this before, but it's one of my favorite stories from him. He gets this old Gibson that has the classic crash, and people know about this. Marshall can tell you about it. He's seen a lot of them, at least 5. Um, and, you know, it was broke. And it was broke really, really bad. The break was jagged, not smooth at all. It was somebody had poorly repaired the guitar before and put a screw in it, and so there was a hole. It just goes on and on and on. There was a chunk missing. It was terrible. So he got a hold of his luthier friend that does his guitar work for him. Now he is like me. He does his own stuff, learning how to do it, and it's convenient to be able to check a setup or adjust your truss rod or whatever, and not be afraid you're going to ruin your career. But he talked to his luthier friend and said, "What should I do? I'd love to make this. Let's just say it was a 59 or a 58. I don't know. It was old. It was in the 50s or the 60s, and it was a desirable model, but it was broken. Now this guitar had been played. I mean, played. There were frets were just flat, barely above the fretboard. I can't stress enough how like a piece of junk this guitar looked to some people. And his friend said, well, you could make a mold like a boat mold with tape and fill it with epoxy, wrap it and clamp it so that it stays straight as best you can, and then sand it, polish it, string it, and see if it works. So he did. And there was so much hate in the comments. Oh, that should be it. You should put that in a glass case, and you've ruined the value of the guitar by epoxying the head. Bro, no. The guitar was broken. It was never going to be worth a lot of money. It was not a museum piece. It was just a desirable old Gibson that was very well played. I think he's going to do frets on it too, because they were so low. They were just worn out. This thing had just been played and played and played and played. There was so much love in that music. And yes, I'm passionate about this. That's why I'm telling this story, because it's just what it was supposed to be. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Yeah. And I'm really enjoying my playing. See, that's fair enough. But yeah, I am a firm believer in guitars meant to be played. If they can be repaired in such a manner that they are playable and they make music and somebody is enjoying them, that's That's success. That's a valuable instrument. Because to me, it's that music is, when I'm listening to music, thanks, Doc. When I'm listening to music, I feel like there is an exchange of, Seth, welcome. I feel like there's an exchange of love. That's why I say when you're playing, you're getting the love out of your instrument or the love out of your hands, or it's, you just making a thank you, Johnny. I don't usually check notifications during my stream. And look at that. Johnny Bean. What a super guy. What a super guy. Let me get over here. I'm going to show it off because I think it's cool. I'm a nobody. And Johnny Bean's not. And let's go to the Twitters. Twitter. Show. No. Notice. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. Johnny Bean says hello from Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to turn on the Vizio screen so y'all can see. Oh, yeah, there's a shout out from Johnny Bean on my Twitter. Thank you so much. We got to heart that. Oh, man. I'm typing so fast. I went faster than my computer. Oh. Oh, I put two H's in Johnny instead of two N's. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we have replied to that. I'm going to turn off the Vizio so we can get back to my beautiful face. Yes. And as we know, you can see I found my beer opener thing. That is a magnet right there. That thing. And that is a magnetic refrigerator type or toolbox type beer bottle opener, old school. I do believe it's Ham's. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna go get it. We're gonna look. Ugh. I know you looked at my butt. Now, what does this say? I gotta take glasses off. Oh no, this is the one I got. Oh wow, even cooler memories. I got this in I cannot do this. It's too hard. There it is. Leavenworth, Washington, the Christmas town. If you are ever in Washington State, traveling through Washington State, especially if it's wintertime, and you can make a side trip to Leavenworth, Washington, I highly recommend you do. It is absolutely gorgeous. All of the architecture for the stores and the shops have all been done in classic German town style. And there is everything from pretzels and beer to bratwurst and whiskey, everything. And it's so beautiful at Christmas time because everything is decorated. All the streets have lights everywhere. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you should learn a Christmas song. Oh, let me see if I can. I know this Google thing. See if I can find some examples for you all here. And are there pictures? Yeah. Here we go. All right. So let me switch over to Vizio again. Yes, I have met Google. We are friends. Google knows what kind of porn I watch. Anyway, so all of the architecture is this unique building style that's old school German, and this is what it looks like at Christmas time. Everything is lit. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, this is postcard stuff. Just absolutely gorgeous. This is some of the residential areas, or the main drag along the residential area. It's just a super cool place. So beautiful. So wonderful. The Rhine House. This is a really good place to eat. I'm just saying. Yum. Anyway, then they have their little leprechaun Germany dude. I said they should have put the Ricola horn thing. I don't know what that horn is called. But anyway, I said the first time I went here they should have had that. So, but yeah, it's just incredible. I mean, it's beautiful in the summertime too, as you can see clearly. It's a gorgeous little city, but yeah, what a cool place. What an absolutely adorable, cute place to go. So if you're in Washington State, I highly recommend you go there. So. Sweet. Lori's finally going to go to bed. She's probably lying. No. Who's Sith? Food is good to have here. Who's going to bed? Now I got to read chat, try and figure it out. You have to learn 8 new songs. Good Lord, Sith. Slow down, girl. You're going to hurt yourself. Yeah, I only do one at a time. Yeah. 1. 8 songs. That's insane. Crazy. Well, I love Halloween. So does my friend. She's very Halloweeny. You saw the skull room that used to be my bedroom. Night, Sith. All right. Good night, Sith. It looks like Sith was going to bed. Is Lori going to bed too? I'm so far behind my own chat. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the boss when the boss is aggroed. Oh, okay. All right. Good night, Lori. Thank you for coming to my chat and participating in my live stream. It has been wonderful to have you here. Yeah, I think I'm done now. Oh, I wish I had. Let's see, how does it go? Oh, the rhythm. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. That's it. And she goes off. Yeah, and I'm nowhere near the right key, but you know, it's fun. You would like the hippopotamus song, Vivian. Mark Tanner is in my chat. That's fantastic. Hello, Mark Tanner. Welcome. So glad to see you here. We've been having an eventful night. We've been talking about lights and guitars and modifications and little towns to visit in Washington State. I still have my front teeth. They haven't fallen out yet. I lost 3. I lost one back here. Let's see. No, that was on the bottom over here. Yeah. It's been long enough now. I've forgotten. Right after my heart attack, they told me my teeth were going to probably go downhill a bit, and I'd have to deal with it. But anyway, I broke a molar back here. Had a lot of fillings in it, so it didn't surprise me. It's probably going to break eventually anyway, because there was so much filling in it. And then I lost this one right here. Another molar. All of mine were molars. And then I had the worst one. Never caused me any pain, but it caused me the most distress. I had the back molar on the top. It at the tooth, the chewing part of the tooth. Yeah, David. Thank you very much for hanging out. I know people got to go to bed. I know my stream's kind of late. And, I mean, I limit my time now. I don't let myself do 8 or 9 or 12-hour. No. Hey, JDL, welcome. Welcome. It's good to see you here. So, anyway, we've been talking about all that stuff and having fun and doing things. Talking about lights. I have lights. We can use my studio lights. You all knew about those, that I can make these pink, and I did that earlier when I had it dark. And I did some more decorations for the guitars, and I fixed, at least for now, I fixed the Ibanez and showed that off a little bit playing. Some they're back in the back. Excuse me. Talking about Vivian's going to do some songs. Most especially thinking about doing What Child Is This? I think that would be a beautiful song for her to sing. And, I mean, not that, what I think matters, but, and then Sith came in, and we got to see Sith because everybody misses Sith, and everybody enjoys seeing Sith when she comes into the room because, she's awesome. Have you heard her sing? I mean, she's just off the charts. Really good. Really, really good. I can't overstate that Sith Vesquez is a really, really good singer. Well, learning all these songs and doing all these things, and I know you've got a life, but just want you to know that you're appreciated, and that a guy notices when cool people are off, and I can't remember where I saw you the other night. You had to go take care of your girlfriend because it was time to have quality time, and that was so awesome. See, that's why I like Sith, because Sith does cool stuff. Okay, so let's listen to a couple more Christmas songs, shall we? I don't know which songs are coming up, but this guy's pretty good. So I'm going to unmute that. If I could find my mouse. There we go. And then turn on the VZO. Not the Lenovo. Lenovo won't work. That's... Come on. Wow, because that was hard. Harder than it should have been. Anyway, let's give a listen to this. I'll mute me so you don't have to listen to that. This is coming to you courtesy of Zach Thong. He set this up here and gave us the link for this. So don't give me any credit because it wasn't me. And I love Christmas songs. No, Sith. This gentleman is Adam Russo. I like the Charlie Brown tree too. Nice touch. Christmas songs by the wood stove. Happy birthday, KVK. I didn't know it was your birthday today. Now I do now. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, KVK. Happy birthday to you. And yes, I screwed that up on purpose, so just being silly. But, you know, you deserve to hear a birthday greeting and song on your birthday. And, you know, KBK is one of our local rock stars. No, because nobody told me that it was his birthday. That's cool. Happy birthday, Sith. How come you weren't fessing up? When was it? How close was it to now? Because it's I had the Dutch brothers give me a coffee like 3 days after my birthday. So yeah, when was yours, Sith? Joe, now see, now she's doing it. It was not today. Well, happy birthday. I won't sing to you, but I'm going to say happy birthday because I didn't know you had a birthday recently. So now I've said that. The 6th. Thank you. Go to the calendar, open that up, and then go to the 6th, and then add an event. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh yeah, it's an all-day event. Oh, you'll have to show me as. Oh, show me as tentative because it's Sith's birthday, so I don't want people to be bothering me. I'm gonna have to focus on my friends, because that's important. And don't forget to click the save button. Okay, I'm back, folks. Thank you for your patience while I took care of some housework and taking care of a few things there. Well, it's tomorrow in Australia, too. I'm not sure why that has anything to do with what you were talking about, KBK, but that's all I got. See, it's funny, my mother told me this story because, of course, well, it's not really a show. It's called a lame live for a reason, Clayton. Um, if I'm not feeling up to it or I'm sick, I don't do it. I play a little bit of music. Make everyone moderators here. If you want to put up a link to a song or ask me to play something that you would like people to see on my show, you can just throw it up in there and ask me, or just put it in there for people. It doesn't matter if you hey, go check out my friend's channel, because I'm trying to help him promote it. Put that link in here. How cool is that? It's all what it's for. So I talk a lot, play my guitar somewhat. This is way different. I have to look back at some of the older shows um, to see how that all works out. It's been quite a journey, and this community has been instrumental in my life in the last 2 years. Scientific obscure scientific notation. Is that like the periodic table where they got those, optional letter designator thingies? Something like that? Well, yeah, see, that's why when Mark Tanner shows up in my chat, or, excuse me, Vivian, smiling, is visiting Australia right now. Hold on just a moment. Sure, sure, KVK. Once I figure out how to do that, I don't use StreamYards. Um, and I looked into OBS Ninja, but that's like super complicated. Mark Tanner was good enough to try and teach me how to use that, and he did. But it has other stuff. But um, I'm going to eventually get into the StreamYard thing. Excuse me. I hit my sippy pen too hard. That's why I'm choking. Most of OBS has been really simple. It's getting better. Once they started doing VSTs and some things like that, it started getting easier. All of my sound goes from Reaper to OBS via Restream, and then I also have it set up with another program, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's another VST program as a backup because I've had the other quit working, and it took a couple days to get it fixed. So, but yeah, I'm on here once a week. I come on for about 3 hours, roughly. I forgot to mention. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Don't let me forget to bring that back up again. Anyway, super happy about the way that all went. I have made really cool. Let me go. But I'm gonna finish what I was saying first. Um, I bought. It's cheap, so don't expect much. I bought a green screen because I've changed my orientation here. I think it'd be fun to play around with. It's actually a green blue. The little pad thing, you can flip it from one side to another, so that's cool. That won't be here until I think it'll arrive next Wednesday. I won't have it up in time to play, I'm sure. I might. We'll see. But anyway, it's a cheapy one. I took my microphone budget and I blew it on the lights for the backdrop. Those lights down there that are hanging up there, and the other stuff I needed to try and do studio things. So, Ian's Guitar Shack, welcome, welcome. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, we gotta go look this. Hang on. Nope, not that one. Don't touch that. Do 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 do. Going to Mark Tanner's channel and gonna play a song. Unmute and go to the beginning and unmute and turn on the Vizio. Ooh, there it is. All right, waterfalls. Put on your headphones, it says. Hashtag put on your headphones. So not only am I going to do that, but I'm also going to crank the volume for all to hear. I will dial that back if it starts clipping again like it did earlier. So anyway, without further ado, let's mute this fat guy and listen to this really cool Australian dude.
One day he goes and takes a glimpse in the mirror, but doesn't recognize his own face. His health is fading and he doesn't know why. Three letters took him to his final resting place. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
Oh, come on. I seen a rainbow yesterday, but too many storms have come and gone, leaving a trace of not one God-given ray. Is it because my life is 10 shades of gray? I pray all 10 fade away, seldom praise them for the sunny days. And like his promise is true, only my faith can undo the many chances I blew to bring my life to a new clear blue and unconditional skies to dry the tears from my eyes. No one lonely cries. My only bleeding hope is for the folks who can't cope with such an enduring pain that it keeps them in the pouring rain. Who's to blame for tooting cane in your own vein? What a shame you shoot name for someone else's rain. You play me insane and names day and time fall and pray to prime. I say the system got you victim to your own mind. Dreams are hopeless alterations and hopes of coming true. Believe in yourself, the rest is up to me and you.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast.
So good. Wow. Mark, that was a great cover. I have to make sure I like, and then I got to add this to music I like. Yeah, this is a good one. I don't like that they moved the save into the 3-dot menu. I like the save being on the menu. I would rather have the clip be back in the 3-dot menu and the save on the screen. I'm pissing and moaning, but music I like. There we go. So, my goodness. So I have all this photography stuff and I don't take nearly enough pictures. I take a few pictures with my phone, but I have a great Canon EOS Rebel. Great camera, super automatic, can do nothing or everything with it. Let me turn off the VZO screen. There we go. Not sure what just happened there. That was interesting. Anyway, that was superb. But yeah, and then I've got a really nice Canon video camera. It's all portable, set up with multiple batteries. I've got all the stuff. I forget to take them with me. So it's wintertime now. There's not as many things that I'll be taking pictures of. But yeah, the T7 Rebel, great camera, super great camera. Yeah, I just need to make it more available to me. I'm going to take it out of the... Hey, Jeff, welcome. It's Metalhead Hippie. Great show, by the way. That was a great whale. That was a great whale show. Super duper cool, man. Just saying, it was. So, but anyway, we've got all these things going on, and we just got to hear that great song from Mark Tanner. Holy mackerel, that thing was super cool. Anyway, I have a notification. That's not what I want. Stop doing that. I'm talking to my computer, yes. Wow. I was like, stop. There. We started to listen to this last week, and then I forgot to play it again. So now we're going to do it right now. We're going to listen to this song from Marshall, where I didn't cut it off and then forget to actually play it as the right song. So, all right, we ready to go? That was a rhetorical question. Hugh Caldwell, welcome to my chat. All right. Let's see what this sounds like.
Tape this pink ribbon off my eye. I'm exposed.
Ooh,
it's no
that sounds like Mark Tanner.
Don't you think I know exactly where I stand? This world is forcing me to hold your hand. 'Cause I'm just a girl, oh little old me. Well, don't let me out of your side. Oh, I'm just a girl, oh pretty and petite. So don't let me have any rights. Oh, I've had it up to here. The moment that I step outside, so many reasons for me to run and hide. Can't do the little things I hold so dear. It's all those little things that I fear. 'Cause I'm just a girl, I'd rather not be. 'Cause they won't let me drive late at night. Oh, I'm just a girl, guess I'm some kind of freak. 'Cause they all sit and stare with their eyes. Oh, I'm just a girl, take a good look at me. 'Cause you're typical prototype. Oh, I've had it up to here. Am I making myself clear? I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl in the world. That's all that you'll let me be. Oh, I'm just a girl living in captivity. Your rule of thumb makes me worrisome. Oh, I'm just a girl. What's my destiny? What I've succumbed to is making me numb. Oh, I'm just a girl. My apologies. What I've become is so burdensome. Oh, I'm just a girl. Lucky me, little dumb. There's no comparison. Oh, I've had it up to, oh, I've had it up to, oh, I've had it up to you.
Yeah, that was cool. Very good. I love that mix. That's definitely on the yes. Keep doing that side of things. Yep. So yeah, I did. I was actually supposed to play that. It wasn't last week. I misspoke when I said that. I want. It was 3 weeks ago, I think. Marshall sent it to me. Wanted to just throw that out there. Would kind of blindside Mark a little bit, not knowing he was going to do that. Tit for tat kind of thing. And yeah, so I started playing it, and then stopped because it was the wrong song at the time. I'd already announced a different one because technology's hard. Okay, folks. I mean, let's just face it. Okay, I'm old. Maybe I am a boomer. Maybe that's why it bothers me so much that people call me a boomer when I feel so much like Gen X. Anyway, so that was my cover for why I just played part of it. I think I played maybe the first 3 or 4 bars of it before I managed to get it muted and correct the song. And I said, "Oh, we're going to play that later," and then I didn't on purpose because I'm an idiot. It wasn't on purpose; it was on accident. I just forgot to go back to it. As I am a genius like that. Super cool. Yeah. Well, I'm fine with being that. It's but this is kind of how my shows are. You said you didn't know I had a show, and this is kind of how they. Every so often, we'll pick somebody in the audience or somebody will volunteer, and we'll do a. You're welcome, Marshall. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Being able to play the music. They've honored me with allowing me to release premieres of their songs. This is for MT Squared. But yeah, uh, super cool, guys. Love ya. So, anyway, my shows are really random. I lose my train of thought a lot. Probably because I smoke pot, or maybe because I'm old. But yeah, see, I'm on. They're legit at calling me a boomer. Okay. I'm gonna get on it again just because I can. It's my show. I am technically, by birth year, I am a boomer because somebody, I don't understand, decided that that generation was going to go all the way from 1949 or 50, wherever they say the heyday of it started, all the way to 1964. Maybe. Maybe that was a little long. Just saying. If we could have made that just a little bit shorter because my parents, now my dad was in the army, but he served in peacetime. And that's not a bad thing. He just served in peacetime. He didn't see any active or combat duty. I mean, he saw active duty, but not combat duty. And there's nothing wrong with that any more than there's anything wrong with anybody having seen active duty or combat duty. But that's just the way it was. So that wasn't really a big factor. Wow. My roommate scared the peawad out of me the other day, and I'm hard to scare because I'm pretty deaf. Did a lot of damage to my ears over the years. Plus, I have congenital defect as well. So anyway, enough of Richard's extra stories. I was leaning down in the kitchen, and she walked around the corner and said, "Oh, I thought it was the cat," and I totally did not expect to see her, and it just made me jump right out of my skin. It was hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and I had to giggle. I told her, "It's actually hard to scare me. My kids used to try and do it all the time, and I'd be out in the shop working late at night, and I mean, by late at night, let's define this as early morning, like 2, 3 o'clock. I'm out, you know, working in my shop. I miss my shop. But anyway, that being said, my kids would sneak out. They'd get up in the middle of the night. They'd see that the lights were on in the shop, which meant I was out there. So I didn't leave lights on in the shop when I wasn't out there. And they would sneak out and try and scare me. And, right, Marshall? And they were sorely disappointed. I don't think either of them successfully ever scared me. Not when they were children. Now, when they were teenagers, they scared the fuck out of Dad all the time. Oh my God. They're consenting, and no, tinnitus does not ever go away. I have tinnitus, Sith. Some people say tinnitus. I was told tinnitus, and so that's what I always say. But anyway, I have it. I've had it since my mid 20s, at least noticeably. I've tried dozens of treatments for it. Allegedly, there's a surgery for certain cases, but I don't know. I used to have anxiety attacks in my 20s because I would lay awake at night hearing the ringing in my ears. Mine is really like a ringing, not a phone ringing, tone ringing, and I would just lose my shit in my stupid brain about how was I going to stay sane when I could no longer have silence in my life. Silence meant that I could hear the tone in my ears better. Yeah, and here I am, 58, still alive. So, yeah, I'm a victim of that congenital thing, but the tinnitus was all from the abuse of my ears. Automotive machinist for 6 years. I did 2 years as a grunt, cleaning the blocks, doing all the hot tank stuff, and that didn't wear any hearing protection. I think about all those shrill, high-pitched whistles when I was blowing out the head bolt holes, getting the water out of them before I would, get ready to start running taps through them, and I just destroyed my ears. And it's sad. I generally can't understand people in public situations where there's like in a bar or there's a lot of conversation, associated noise. That's just mud. Everybody's all the same. Background noise melds with the people I'm talking to, and yeah. Yeah. So, fun stuff. Anyway, enough of my sad life stories. That's all I've got. Yes, shrill, high-pitched noise. Well, both of those could have affected it, strangely enough. A good portion of my hearing loss on this side came from my friend, who had just gotten a new 357 Magnum. I believe it was a Smith & Wesson, and we went out shooting. That was something we did a lot. And we were uprange at the truck tailgate, loading out our weapons again, getting ready to go back down to the firing line and shoot some more. And for some fucking stupid reason, he decided, after he loaded the chambers, his revolver, after he loaded the chambers and he thought it would be a really good idea to just turn and shoot. And that was literally right next to my ear where the gun went off. It was slightly behind, but if you can imagine, I couldn't hear anything in that ear at all for like a week. Um, and that was a bad deal. And he and I never went shooting again, as I am just a recreational shooter. I just picked myself up, traded for an old scooter bike, Honda Goldwing GL 1100. Anyway, I traded it for a Ruger Blackhawk and 44 Magnum, and this one I believe has the 9-inch barrel. It's 8 or 9 anyway, but it's exceptionally dirty. Functionally, it works great, but it's filthy and it needs to be gone through, and I'm going to take it apart, clean it, put it all back together, and then take it to a gunsmith and have them make sure everything is fine before I go and fire this weapon. The guy told me, oh, I just shoot it all the time, and then the shells that he gave me with the gun, yeah, they're from probably 1988-ish. And yeah, I don't know. It came in the original box, which is cool. I think it even has paperwork and one of the cards in it. But the box is rough, and the gun is filthy, and I can't use a filthy weapon. I mean, while you're using it, it gets dirty, of course. But I cannot stress how dirty this gun was. I need to move. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting there. Thank you. Appreciate that, Jeff. Those lights are new. Um, and I think I was going over those before you came in, but those are going to either go on the back side of these shelves or they're going to go on the back side of that TV. I had hoped to have them on by today. However, I do not feel safe either putting the lights on the back of the TV nor taking the TV down by myself. So that's going to be put off for another time. But anyway, yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate you noticing. It's coming together. I got those up, and then you all heard the guitar a little while ago. So fun stuff. I had been having a great night. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. Had a really active chat tonight, and that's cool. I love it when you guys are chatting. The chat is my show. You people are my show. Axiom Underground still hanging out. We got Charlie Gabaldon in here. Epiphonium, Gary Hubbs, Hugh Caldwell, KVK, Clayton Von Kluge, Marcus Cannell. I believe he's lurking in and out. We got Jeff, Metalhead Hippie, Preston Smith's Music, set up by Marshall, Sith Vasquez, the Dog Pod, Doc, the Falcrow, and Vivian Smiling. And I would bet that Zach Thong is still out there too. He's usually hanging out around in there. He's pretty good about being here. Probably one of the most faithful viewers anybody could ever want is Zach Thong. And coming soon will be Zach Thong playing guitar. He is putting together, it's very exciting, he's putting together the things he needs to be able to do some recording, I guess. And I'm really excited about that. Vivian Smiling is still here. So many cool people here. If my chat could come back on, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Why is Gary Hubbs thanking me? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Well, thank you. I'm sure that sounded great to those of you wearing headphones. I don't know why I have the tickle in my throat tonight, but I do. I know. Just swallow. So, what's up? Comes up. Simple thing, difficult, or they are just difficult. Just smile. Very, very good advice, Preston. Very good advice. Still hating the 40 milligram dosage. Speaking of that kind of stuff, I'm still hating the 40 milligram dosage of my happy pills. Yeah, I'm still having the fallout, so to speak. I still feel better. I mean, as far as the psychological part and my feelings and emotions, and that's much better. Been some big improvements in the last week and a half. Some pretty significant changes. Feeling um, more positive, more like doing the set and starting to work on this stuff again. Um, yeah, I'm pretty happy about all this coming together and being super cool. Don't forget that is an Apple iMac 2012, and I still intend to do something with that, but I have to learn some more things. I want to network the computers, and I don't know how to do that. I've never done anything like that. Um, Closest I've come has been doing LAN on old telephone modems in the 90s so I could game with my kids. Yes, Vivian Smiling is great. Absolutely, Vivian Smiling is great. So, anyway, there's stuff happening, stuff going on. Yep, pretty much how it works. Pretty much how it works. But yeah, I just am not a fan at all of the side effects, physical side effects of the stuff. Uh, can you, Mark? Cool. I want to do a couple of things. I want to make Apple talk to. I want to make Apple talk to Windows on the same network, and I know that can be done because you know it's right. Um, and then I want to connect that USB 96 interface up to that and use it for musical stuff, you know, for Reaper and all the stuff. I was going to do this with the Apple iPad that I just got, which I'm still loving, folks. It's happily in its cradle. And yeah, I'm still loving the iPad. I don't know why I waited so long to get there. Right, Epi? Make Windows talk to Epi. So, fun stuff. I thought about trying to learn Linux, but at this point it was the devil I know. And, whoops, what did I do here? Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I will. I do have this registered. Well, registered to me. It's on the network here. It's all the preliminary stuff is done, and it's ready to be used. I have a mouse and keyboard connected to it, so we can do that. And it's you can see I've got cameras and things, so we can do all that. I'm stoked. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I don't know if it'll be this weekend. We might put it off an extra weekend. I think I am getting together with my old roommate and doing a store run and some other things that we've been talking about doing forever. Um, So I don't know. I'll be firming that up tomorrow or Friday. So I'll shoot you a message on Messenger and let you know. So cool stuff. Cool. Right on. We'll do. Yeah, it's the keyboard could be more ideal, but I don't have time right now to put the keyboard underneath of and build that slide out to put the keyboard underneath my desk. And because of the way I use this, I want it to be all on this side, and that presents a challenge because there's this metal. You might see things wiggling a little bit right now. Yeah, it's because I'm hitting this metal bar that's right in the way of where the keyboard needs to go. So, yeah, there's some logistic problems with doing that. I could put it at an angle going this way into the corner, but that's problematic too because then it interferes with some of my space that I use for my keyboard and stuff here. I do have my old Samsung tablet is set up as an OBS virtual cam, and my phone is set up as an OBS virtual cam as well. So I have lots of choices. All right, thanks for hanging with us and lurking and stuff, Marcus. We'll see you again hopefully next week or maybe later on. Maybe work will say, hey, we'd like you to take a break. So, wait a minute, what am I missing here? What's happening with my friend Vivian? You having problems, Vivian? Wow. Well, yeah, I hope you can get that straightened around. That does not sound like fun at all. Definitely not. So we're coming up we're coming up on 11, and I'm going to shut this down at about 11ish. That's typically what I do, so I can start winding down for my self-enforced bedtime, and I'm ready for a snack. But before we go, because I got a couple minutes left, I'd like to present a thing that I find very edifying and wonderful. And this is kind of how, other than the dumb BS stuff that I say, this will be the end of the show, last thing we're going to play. But I think this is pretty cool. I love that lady walking through the background. All right, if you didn't feel that, you might be dead or severely injured. Just saying. Holy smacks. Yeah, I know I said I was going to end the show, but there's one more thing, and then I went off on a tangent and talked about some other things. And hey, it's my show. I get to do what I want. And that is my new favorite song, and I definitely wanted to play it because it's fantastic. And Gary Hubbs has an album out, and you could listen to that and many, many more on said album. Very, very cool. And Gary, if you have that link, you throw it in there because I didn't prepare for this in any other way. So anyway, with that, I am going to get out of here. I'm going to say my goodnights, and you guys can say your goodnights in the chat. I'm going to get a snack and make some more water. Yeah, it's got to have flavor. And then I'm going to settle in and watch some really boring documentary stuff until I fall asleep. Fun stuff. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. We'll do a final roll call, and then I'm going to pull the thing down. So we got Epiphonium, Gary Hubbs, Hugh Caldwell, Clayton Von Kluge, Mark Tanner, Metalhead Hippie, Preston Smith's Music, Sith Vasquez. Oh boy, the Dog Paw, the Falcrow, that weirdo guy, he's always here. Vivian, Smiling, and Zach Thong. And Vivian, yes, you do have us all to support you, and if you need help with anything, just reach out. We will be happy to do some keyboard warrioring. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and that's going to be the end of it. And thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I had a super good time like I do every week. So rock on, stay smooth,